Greetings, fellow children of time and space. This is your host, TheAmariaShadow, and welcome back to another installment of Answers from the TARDIS. Now, today, I'm just going to sit here and talk with you guys about a few things that have been going on recently with me, and, well, basically do some speculating here, because today we got some new core leaks from Pokemon Sun and Moon, and this will actually be the very first time I've done something like this. And don't pay attention much to the entire Final Fantasy 15 episode display thing. There's no gameplay in this video. It's just going to be me talking with you guys about some of the things that I'm thinking right now. So, today we got the new core leaks from for Pokemon Sun and Moon, and oh my god, everything is just blowing my mind when it comes to Pokemon Sun and Moon. It is safe to say that Game Freak is going all out with these games, and it's going to be one of the best Pokemon games ever. So let's get started with these leaks here, shall we? Now, the first thing that I noticed was that we've got the Rockruff evolutions that have been rumored for so very long, and the secret is out. Now we know why Game Freak was hinting why Rockruff had this huge secret that the starters would share, because he not only has one evolution, he has two variant evolutions, and from how it seems so far, we're not too certain if they're going to be exclusive to the specific version, or they're going to be able to access both these versions in one game. I'm not too certain about that. I don't think anybody is certain about that. I'm hoping that they're not exclusive to, like, Pokemon's to their versions. Now, according to SHAREfactory.net, and I'm looking at everything right now as I'm speaking, I don't have any photos to show you guys, and if you guys want to look them up, I'll just leave a link to the SHAREfactory.net website so you can check this out. Now, the name of the Pokemon, the name of Rockruff's evolution is called, where is it? Can't find the name. They don't have a name for him anywhere. I gotta find that. Where everybody on the internet so far is talking about this, and let's see here. One of Rockruff's evolution looks more like a Corgi or a Shiba. I don't know what the precise type of dog that he looks like, but he's definitely more realistic towards Rockruff's original design, and this one is known as its midday form. And according to Cerebi, Rockruff becomes the midday form when bathed in the rays of the sun. And according to the other evolution, which, from looking at this, the Chinese rumors that we've been seeing lately about Rockruff having an evolution that turns into a werewolf is indeed true. So that makes so many rumors that pointed that out credible. And this one is called its midnight form, and it says when full of the night's power, it becomes the midnight form. So from this, we can only expect that either A, time in these games are going to work a little differently, obviously, from the last trailer we got. So maybe we'll be able to access both forms in each game, or they're going to be exclusive to their specific games. So I suggest for anybody that doesn't have it, to go ahead and download Pokemon Bank, because unless you have Pokemon Bank, it's going to be really tricky to get your hands on these versions, unless you're the type of person who likes to do trades and whatnot, and that's not me. So, of course, we haven't gotten any types or further details about these two evolutions, so I'm pretty certain we're going to learn more about that, because if I'm correct, we're supposed to be getting a new trailer in 2 days away. I'm not too certain, though. Also, with these leaks, we've gotten introduced to 2 more Ultra Beasts, and these Ultra Beasts are known as Ultra Beast UB02 Beauty and UB02 Expansion. And oh my god! Let's just talk about UB02 Expansion. That guy is huge! And it's like, this is my only concern here. Are these Ultra Beasts going to be classified as Pokemon? Because so far, from what I've seen in the trailers about the Ultra Beasts and whatnot, they don't seem like they're going to be Pokemon that we could capture. And let's theorize here a bit. First off, UB01 is obviously a lookalike of Lily. I mean, you cannot look at that thing and not see the character Lily in that design. I mean, it's got the entire jellyfish thing going for it, but the clear part of the UB-01 obviously looks like Lily's hat, and the tentacles look like her hair. If that's something that you could agree with. Then we got UB-02 Beauty, who looks like Lucamine. You cannot say that she does not look like Lucamine. She's got the see-through hair thing that looks similar to Lucamine's hair design, and her entire pose and looks just looks like her in general. Now, UB-02 expansion doesn't really look like much compared to any of the characters in the game so far, but let's be honest here. The color scheme for UB-02 expansion obviously is a clear shout out to Gladion, because he himself also has black and red in his color scheme, so it might be possible that he's connected to Gladion, and that only means that these three are definitely going to be important to the story. Now, there's also this one page here that says that next month we'll be getting some more information about Titan Null, which will be showcasing his true strength, and I can only imagine that is going to showcase something dealing with Titan Null's mask, because I get the feeling that if you take off Titan Null's mask, it's going to showcase some different type of form for him, and it's going to be severely powerful. I'm only guessing Titan Null is going to be like some sort of pseudo-legendary. That's my biggest thought right there. And it would make sense, because I'm willing to bet Titan Null, you could capture it, but it's going to be, like, hard to get his other form. Now, there's one other thing that was showcased in the Korokoro leaks, and this is the big thing that I actually enjoyed. We have gotten confirmation of the new Pokemon Sun and Moon anime, which will be coming out in November. I'm not too certain when that's going to start, but it's possibly going to start on November 18th, considering that's when the game come out. And just looking at this picture, it's like, first thing that stands out like a sore thumb is Ash himself. I don't know what was going on with the art here. It may just be the pose he's in and the fact that he's smiling. It could be that, but it's like his design is a bit off. It's like it's more goofy looking compared to the other characters here. We got Professor Kukui, we got Malo. I see Samson Oak in the background as well as Lily. And I can't tell who else is there. I don't know who that is, but I also see Team Rocket, which is pretty cool that Team Rocket is coming back. Quite literally, you can't have a Pokemon series without Team Rocket in it anymore. And, oh god, Team Rocket's with a Beware. That's going to be hilarious. Anyway, there's also a few things I'm noticing here. Obviously, we see that Ash has the Rotom Pokedex, which is pretty cool, and his design is obviously a clear lookalike to the main character of the game. Well, the main male protagonist of the game, excluding the hat, which is always Ash's thing to have some sort of red hat. And I also see he's got a Z-ring on his wrist, which is pretty interesting considering that Ash has never had anything that is like truly connected to the anime. Like, for example, in Pokemon XY, and Z, he doesn't have a Mega Ring, but in that anime, he has Synchro Evolution, which is what we dub it as, and we got the Ash Greninja form. Now, that's the one thing I'm asking myself, will Greninja be returning in this anime? Most likely not, because he doesn't seem to be appearing in this photo here. But there is a few other things that gives me a bit of hope here, and that's the fact that they put in some Pokemon here that I'm really hoping will return to Ash in this anime, specifically Charizard and Lapras, two Pokemon that I know is some fan favorites of Ash's, and it would just be interesting to see Charizard come back, traveling around with Ash and Pikachu. And then we got our starters, obviously. We got Rockruff here, which I'm pretty certain that Rockruff is Professor Kukui's Rockruff. Now, there's a bit of a theory here that's going with the starters that Ash will possibly have all three, similar to his thinking here, similar to his first few years in the anime, when he used to have all 3 starters. There was, God, what anime did he have all 3 starters? There was the Indigo League. He had Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Squirtle, which his Charmander turned into Charizard. And I'm pretty certain in his Johto journeys, he actually got Chikorita, Cyndaquil, and Totodile. But after that, I'm not too certain he had all 3 starters in each anime. He only had 1. But it'll be interesting to see him with all 3 starters again, because that's always been a thing that I liked. Because Ash has always been the type of guy that I could see having all 3 starters, because all 3 starters would make a pretty interesting team right alongside Pikachu, because that would be like, well, obviously, when we think about how Ash came to be, all 3 starters plus Pikachu would be like the original 4 typings that was available at Professor Oak's laboratory. And that's one thing that I'm going to actually enjoy seeing a lot, is Samson Oak in this series, if he's going to be like a big figurehead, because who would have imagined that they would have brought a new Oak family member into the Pokemon game? I wasn't expecting that. I mean, sure, all of us would probably agree that it would be cool to see Gary Oak show up again, but Now, there's a few other things that could be theorized about this, but I'll let you guys speculate about it. Now, moving away from Pokemon Sun and Moon, because right now I'm just rambling, and everything's obviously unscripted because I'm stuttering and whatnot, and it's pretty early in the morning. Here it's only like 8:14, so I'm still not fully awake, but let's talk about the channel now. Obviously, I still haven't gotten a chance to buy a new game for a Let's Play here, and I'm hoping that next month I'll be able to do a Let's Play on Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. Hopefully. I'm not saying it's going to happen, because the last time I tried to do a Let's Play on Dragon Ball Xenoverse 1, I wasn't capable of doing so, because with that little program that Sony has built into the PS4, all the cutscenes were blocked in the game, so I wasn't capable of recording that flawlessly. Now, I'm hoping that that won't be an issue with Xenoverse 2, but if that's the case, I am sorry. I can't do anything about it. I'll just have to wait till November when Final Fantasy 15 comes out, because that's the main game that I wanted to do a Let's Play on my channel so far. Of course, there's still next year when Sonic Mania and Project Sonic 2017. Please, Sega, do not mess this up for me. I want to do a Let's Play of these games. I've been wanting to do a Sonic Let's Play on my channel ever since I got a PS4. So don't mess this up. But anyways, I definitely want to do a Let's Play on those 2 games. Now, God, let's see here. What else do I have to talk about? Oh yeah. Something that I wanted to ask you guys, considering Pokemon Sun and Moon. With all these leaks and trailers that are coming out, what game are you going to be mostly getting? Because with everything that showcases right now, it seems like each version is going to have something different, and it might be version locked. I don't know. I hope it's not going to be like that, but it makes you wonder, what are we all going to get? Because originally, I wanted to get Pokemon Sun. I am getting both versions, but my main focus was going to be Pokemon Sun, but there's a lot of things that are being showcased now that seems like Pokemon Moon is going to be the best way to go. But considering that the games aren't fully out yet, and we really don't know that much about the games yet, it makes you wonder, what else are they hiding from us? This is one of the main reasons why whenever Pokemon Sun and Moon comes out, I'm also going to be purchasing the strategy guide alongside with it, just so I get a feel of what can be done with this game, because I'm pretty certain if you don't do something right, you're going to mess up your game somewhere down the line. That's just me. Okay, let's see here. That's about everything I got to say about Pokemon Sun and Moon. That's about everything I got to say about the channel. Oh, there was one other thing I've got to talk about with the Pokemon Sun and Moon anime, because I saw something on Cerebi.net that said that in this anime, Ash will receive a Z-Ring, and he'll meet the Melemele Island Guardian, Tapu Koko, which is pretty obvious considering that the main male protagonist, well, both protagonists in the game, actually meets Tapu Koko, like, pretty early in the series. And according to the article, it says that Ash is going to school, and his goal is to graduate like never before. That right there kind of threw me for a loop because it's like, okay, so Ash is going to be going to school. Does that mean he's not going to be traveling around the Alola region taking on the island trials and whatnot? And that's the one concern that I have right there. And that's really, really confusing me. Now, do I think that's a bad idea? No. But it just depends on how the writers make it work. Because there's some things that you can do at Pokemon, and there's some things you cannot do. First thing, obviously, was the fact that there's no gyms in this region. And when you really think of Pokemon Sun and Moon in a nutshell, it's a clear idea that they got their theme from the Orange Island arc in the Pokemon anime. Because that arc didn't have gyms either. They had trials. And they had 4 island trials, believe it or not. And that is basically what makes sense about this game. But it just really makes you wonder, what are they going to do and how are they going to pull it off? Because with the entire issue that everybody's talking about in Pokemon X, Y, Z, no, I'm not going to do a rant about how Ash Ninja lost against Alon's Charizard in the Pokemon League. I am tired of seeing it because, quite frankly, no one seemed to realize the fact that Alon's Charizard hit Ash Ninja first. Ash Ninja's attack didn't reach him. So, quite frankly, it's like, why argue about something that either way it was going to go, whether it was written by the guys that are making Pokemon X, Y, and Z successful, or the guys that made Black and White really bad. It doesn't matter. It was going to end up happening either way. Ash was going to lose. That's how they kept the anime going for so long. Okay, I'm ranting, and I'm probably going to get so much hate about it, but still, it doesn't matter. That's my thoughts about it. Ash was going to lose either way. I went into the series saying that no matter what, Ash is going to end up losing the Pokemon League. That's kind of the thing that keeps him going. But anyway, my biggest thought here is that the Pokemon Sun and Moon anime is definitely going to act as some sort of reboot to the anime, because with the way Ash looks and the fact that he's not going to be doing any gym battles here, it's like, it makes you wonder, what is he really going to do? I mean, other than going out to catch Pokemon, complete the Pokedex, challenging the island trials, that's something he's going to do, battling the rivals, meeting new friends. It makes you wonder, what else is he going to do that's going to actually make his time in Alola memorable? Because one of the most memorable things about the Pokemon anime has always been the gym battles. And without that, it's a huge chunk of the Pokemon series that's gone. And then the Pokemon League is like, that's another thing I wanted to talk about. The Pokemon League. From the get-go, everyone who saw the map of Alola immediately thought that the man-made island, right smack dab in the middle of the Alola region, was where the Pokemon League would be held, where everything would end at. Now, don't get me wrong, that's a possibility. It's still a very big possibility that is true. However, it makes you wonder, what else are they not showcasing to us in Alola? Because it makes you realize that Alola isn't as big as we immediately thought it was. Sure, some of the islands are pretty big, but it's not going to be that long of a game or a series if they're going to only have 4 island trial captains and only 4 islands that we could go to that pretty much are condensed. It makes you wonder if there's more islands that they're hiding from us. And I'm wanting to say that there's a Battle Frontier. I really, really hope that Game Freak actually puts in a Battle Frontier. Masuda, actually listen to us for once. Put in the Battle Frontier. Anyway, I'm about done with rambling, so that's all the time I have for today. So thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, and don't forget to subscribe if you wish to see more. And of course, if you wish to see other Let's Plays I've done, you can do so by checking out my playlist section. All my videos are there, archived for your viewing entertainment. And of course, don't forget to check out Mother Neroy's DeviantArt page by clicking the link in the description below to help her achieve a dream of being a mangaka by leaving the commission or two. You won't be disappointed. And of course, don't forget to leave a stick of butter for the doctor. He really enjoys the stuff. And as always, this is your host, TheAmariaShadow, saying aloha Z, and I'll see you for the next adventure. Goodbye, everyone. And please, please keep patient with me. The next Let's Play will come out as soon as I possibly can get to it. So, that's it. Goodbye, everyone!